Welcome back to the channel, and today doing a bit of a different video, still a Michigan tilt to it. We'll be talking about the Detroit Lions, a team that is in potential disarray, depending on how negative you are. They got absolutely smacked by the Green Bay Packers after the Green Bay Packers made a big acquisition. And I've been up here asking for a while for the Lions to make an acquisition similar to the Micah Parsons trade for a while. And the Lions fans are just keep freaking out. I mean, you have a good edge rusher, damn near great. I should say great edge rusher, damn near all-time NFL elite, and Aiden Hutchinson potentially on your hands, and you've got me starting on the other side of him. Rashawn Gary, very good edge rusher. Also, great at stop the run, all that stuff. And then you give him Micah Parsons. You obviously saw how that went. Even Penei Sewell had his hands full, and definitely Taylor Decker. Lions, you saw him missing the interior of the O-line. Zeitler being gone and Ragnow retiring was a crazy shake-up to the team. It would screw up any team. You saw the loss of an offensive coordinator and definitely a loss of a defensive coordinator and some guys in the secondary. And Terrion Arnold continuing to get picked on and abused as the rookie is now a sophomore in the league. He got hurt in that game. Rick Estrella is still hurt in that game. So if only there was a captain, a leader, a national champion, high-level top 5 pick caliber guy from your hometown, the place where you guys are from, that grew up a fan of the team and is a huge position of need, that fell to you at pick 28, Will Johnson. Now, I know it's one game. I'm trying to overreact either way, but Will Johnson, 3 pass blocks, a huge hit on Olave, 90 plus PFF grade, 27 yards allowed on 7 targets, including an interception on a flag that was away from the ball, so he wouldn't have known. He played out of his mind. He played exactly the way real people knew he was going to play. The knee was not an issue. It was nonsense. He got hurt running down and defending Michigan against TCU or Texas, a play that he didn't need to make. He ran like 95 yards in that play to make the tackle, and it hurt him, and it screwed his draft stock, cost him millions of dollars right now. But, second round means he gets that second contract a year early, and he's going to be one of the highest paid players in the NFL. And he's a guy the Lions could have had. If you're too scared to trade away picks that would have been Tyleik Williams and Ennis Rick-Straw and Terrion Arnold, those picks, you could have gotten an elite edge rusher, but you didn't do it. So when you need to hit on those draft picks, guys like Will Johnson are guys you beg to fall for them. They might even be on your board because they're going to go so high. And they went down. 32 teams passed on them, including the Cardinals. Okay? The Cardinals took them with their second pick. You could have had them at the end of the first, and it would have been a perfect grade. Half the fan base would have hated him because the little brothers of the world don't understand how good players like him are, but it is what it is. Now, getting to the Lions as a whole, I think you're going to really, obviously, we already know that you're missing the interior of that line, the O-line, that is. The D-line has always been a disaster. It's Aiden Hutchinson and a bunch of friends. The rest of the D tackles, McNeil and Reeder, banged up, and obviously one of them out for a while. You need to hit on these D picks. The way the Lions are, guys like Will Johnson are locked down and are going to make things happen. Another thing is, if you give them a lot of time on offense, or a lot of time on the sidelines, taking rests while you're on offense, pushing down the field and doing what you need to do, it helps out that end. If you get elite passer, it helps out the end. I just don't know the direction of this Lions team. If you're not going to go all in on at least one side of the ball, I don't know what we're doing. You extended J-Mo. I love J-Mo. He's the best. I think he's awesome. I think he's great for the city. I think he's completely embraced the city. I think he's completely learned from a lot of mistakes earlier in his career. It's hard to extend a guy like that in that position when you need a lot of help on the other side of the ball and other positions on the offense. Would I rather have an elite offensive line and mid receivers? Yes, it's called Michigan football. But I'm not mad that he's extended. I think it's fine. But you gotta make the next step. And this Lions team has been a move away, I think, for about 2 years. The closest you're going to get, potentially, is that San Francisco 49ers thing. Obviously, this team can play up and play and beat anybody, I think. It was a bad time to play Green Bay at home off of a good end of the season for them, all things considered. You just got to fight, and it was the same thing with Michigan. You just want to see you guys fight and give fight. I think you probably need a mobile quarterback. I don't know if Goff is the answer. He's unbelievable and a really good player, damn near MVP level player. But with the limited O-line and as not nearly as good as it has been in the years past, which is going to affect the run game and affect Jared Goff's mobility because he's already as immobile as it gets. Maybe a little bit of legs would probably help neutralize that problem, which you can kind of see with Bryce Underwood. But I just want to make a video. I saw Will Johnson, another tweet came up. Grosse Pointe legend, Michigan legend, Detroit legend, Will Johnson. And it just sickens me that he could have been on the Wolverines. Thankfully, he's not on one of the rival teams because it seems like all my favorite college players are all on the rival teams in the division, clearly with JJ and Colston Loveland. Obviously 10 times worse with JJ being the quarterback and how awesome and incredible he's going to be. It's going to be certainly a problem for Lions fans, let alone my, appreciation and love for the kid. So just want to get this video out. I'm going to try to get the DCS podcast out probably tomorrow. I think we're recording it tonight. I'm about to go to pickleball right now. But yeah, so thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe. Let me down below what you think the Lions is going to be. I think the Lions will be okay, but a guy like Will Johnson is the player you can get and hit on that extends your window and helps some of the limitations on other sides. So thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe again. Comment down below what you think the Lions are going to do this season, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.